Uh, what kind of surprises you most after you've been in investment land for so long on the other side of the table that you would never have guessed as an entrepreneur?
Oh man, entrepreneurs have this, and look, I'm totally guilty of being like an optimistic. I want to believe every entrepreneur that I meet because I was that entrepreneur, and you have to be a little bit like naive and a tiny bit arrogant for like believing that you're going to bend, you know, the reality of the world around you to, create this really innovative, disruptive thing.
Yeah.
um, and that just takes a certain mentality and level of optimism that you want to believe. The thing that I've learned the most though is oh, maybe quickly, like the flip side is I also believe that like PhDs also don't make great entrepreneurs most of the time because they have all the reasons why it won't work, or they think they have all the reasons why it will. We all know that's wrong too. Um, but I think maybe the biggest thing that is both just like a reality and frustrating is just timing. The influence that like timing and macro markets, whatever, timing of so many things around the context of any given startup matter. Um, and so many things can happen to a company around a company that they have no control of. And that really might define, and in a lot of cases, really does define success or trajectory or ultimate outcomes, right? And it just can't be ignored. It's understated at the very least.
Where is this in the literature? I could not agree with you more. I feel like it's the number one thing that I've learned in business is everyone teaches you to be great, to find great companies, to do your app, to be amazing at what you do. And then 50% of the success of your company or more depends on when you did it and what happened and the timing of the market. There's a stat about how much of VC profits get made in these little 1 to 2 year sprints where the market's actually hot and nothing else ever matters.
Totally. Yeah. Vintage year for venture funds actually
Vintage year.
matters more than anything. Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. Right. And it's how do you actually layer that all the way onto that like human level of just crazy optimism and belief? It's it's a hard thing to reconcile because nobody really knows on the timing thing, right? That's a crystal ball exercise. And as an investor, the only proven strategy is just kind of have like consistency and try to be thoughtful about the timing. You're not going to
Yeah.
predict the next COVID, right? That was on exactly nobody's bingo card in
No.
2018.
And I also think about kind of all of the predictions in the dot com crash, where the investors were all, or the analysts were all correct that it was going to crash. They were just off by 3 years, and
Yeah,
so if you were off by 3 years, you could have made a lot of money.
totally, totally.